In this video, we will learn what IP addressing is, why it is important, and the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. You'll know how your devices talk to each other using IP addresses and why the internet is moving from IPv4 to IPv6. Have you ever wondered how your phone or computer connects to the internet? Or how websites like YouTube, Google, or your favorite games load so quickly? Behind all this magic is something called an IP address. It's like a digital home address that every device uses to find and talk to each other online. IP stands for Internet Protocol. It's a set of rules that lets devices send and receive data on this internet. Just like we need a house number or a street name to find someone's home, computers need an IP address to find each other on a network. Without IP addresses, the internet simply wouldn't work. Let's imagine you're sending a letter to your friend. You write their address on the envelope, drop it in the mailbox, and the post office makes sure it gets to the right place. In the same way, when you send a message online, your device adds the IP address of the other device. Then the internet makes sure that your message goes to the right place. That's how simple and important IP addressing is. Now, there are two main types of IP addresses, IPv4 and IPv6. Let's talk about IPv4 first. IPv4 stands for Internet Protocol version 4. It is the first major version of the Internet Protocol, and it's still used today. IPv4 addresses look like this colon dot. This is a set of 4 numbers, and each number can be between 0 and 255. This means there are about 4 billion possible addresses. That may sound like a lot, but think about how many phones, tablets, computers, smart TVs, game consoles, and even smart refrigerators are connected to the internet today. We've used up most of the available IPv4 addresses. Then comes IPv6. IPv6 stands for Internet Protocol version 6. It was created because we needed more IP addresses. IPv6 addresses look very different. They're much longer and look something like this colon. These addresses are written in hexadecimal format and allow for over 340 undecillion unique addresses. That's a number so big, we probably won't run out of IP addresses again, at least not anytime soon. So, what's the real difference between IPv4 and IPv6? First, it's the size. IPv4 has 32-bit addresses, which gives us about 4 billion combinations. IPv6 has 128-bit addresses, which gives us a crazy huge number of combinations. Second, IPv6 is faster and more secure. It was designed with modern internet needs in mind. It can handle more data and more devices at once. Another big difference is how the devices get their IP addresses. In IPv4, devices often use something called NAT, or Network Address Translation. This allows many devices to share a single IP address. For example, all the devices in your house might be using one public IP address when they go online, but with IPv6, every device can have its own unique address without needing to share. This makes connections smoother and more direct. IPv6 also helps with better security. It has built-in features that make it harder for hackers to mess with data while it's traveling across the internet. That's a big win for privacy and safety. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that like button if you like my video. Also click on that notification bell. Thank you. Let's talk about how IP addresses work in your everyday life. Now, when you connect your phone to Wi-Fi, your router gives your phone an IP address. This address is like your phone's name on the network. When you open a website, your phone asks the server for the website's information using its own IP address and the website's IP address. The server then sends back the website's data to your phone using those IP addresses as guides. Sometimes you might see something called a static IP or a dynamic IP. A static IP address stays the same every time you connect. It's often used by servers and websites that need to be found all the time. A dynamic IP address changes every time you reconnect to the internet. It's used by most home users and helps save IP address space. You might also hear about public and private IP addresses. A public IP address is the one your internet provider gives your home or building. It can be seen by the outside internet. A private IP address is used inside your home or office network. Your phone, tablet, and laptop each have private IPs that talk to each other through your router. Now you may wonder why we haven't fully switched to IPv6 yet. That's a good question. The truth is, many devices and systems are still built for IPv4. It takes time and money to change everything, but more and more companies and internet providers are making the switch. One day, we'll all be using IPv6 without even thinking about it. Before we move further, let me tell you about our website, where we offer multiple services along with plenty of IT-related courses. Every course of ours will be worth your time and money. Make sure to check out our website, UTCLI Solutions, for further information. The link is in the description box. If you're curious to see your IP address, you can go to websites like whatismyip.com, and it will show you both your IPv4 and IPv6 addresses if your internet uses them. Try it out. It's fun to see how your device is connected to the world. If you like this video, then show some love in comments and hit the like button, because my aim is to make tech simple for you. Thank you for watching. Let's keep learning together and always stay curious about how the digital world works around you.